over the play button.
Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. This is our second to last iteration of the Sports Den before this season wraps up. I'm Ryan Eastman, and joining me today is Ronan Shields.
Hey Ryan, what's up?
Not much. We don't have many of these games left to go. About,
No,
12 games overall in the season, two more Sports Dens.
yep.
I was going to say, when we were making the schedule for this at the beginning of the year, we were hoping for a little bit more of a playoff mattering game at this point, but the dice just didn't roll that way for Las Vegas.
Nope, definitely not. I mean, they're at the point where they have to win every single game, and even then, if Alaska wins just a couple more, they're out.
Oh, you're right. I mean, LVG is 8.5 games back right now, and they only have, I think, 12 games left. So that would take a massive falling apart, a
Uh,
collapse.
my my priest would have my tail feathers for saying this, but it would take a miracle.
Uh, Miracle or the devil intervention. Maybe Lady Luck and a little bit of the
Well,
buying off the devil.
I'm more leaning towards the light and not the darkness here.
Okay. Well, Montana, on the other hand, almost has it wrapped up. I think they only need to win a couple more games for their playoff berth to be guaranteed. They're right now
Mhm.
ranked fourth seed wise. Not too surprising, where we at the beginning of the year did a little podcast, you and I.
Yeah,
I think we both had Montana at least making it to the playoffs and winning it
yeah,
all.
they were definitely both in the playoffs. I think we all had. Yeah, I think everyone in the office had them at the playoffs.
And they almost also have their division wrapped up, even though Seattle is not too far behind, but I think they'll end up finishing it up. Now, what do you think of this matchup besides it not mattering too much for the playoff hunt, I guess?
Uh, well, outside of just not mattering for the playoff hunt, I think in this case it is a matter of a little bit of pride for Vegas because it's home court and these two teams have been butting heads all season. I mean, it's been a losing battle for most of the time with Vegas, but Vegas has gotten at least two wins over the Howlers.
I mean, Vegas actually had Montana's number for some reason. I mean, I think they may be tied for the most wins against Montana, actually. Montana's only given up 21 games, and you're saying
Yeah.
two of them are coming from LVG, and they're the 11th
Yeah,
seed basically right now in the divisional and the conference ranking. So,
pretty much. It's LVG is definitely playing for pride. It's as I said, they're home. They want the home win.
I mean, yeah, almost an eighth of their wins have been against Montana, actually.
Yeah.
See, what I think of this matchup is I don't understand how Marcus weaseled his way out of this because this is his nightmare. Because
The names,
the
the
names.
names.
Say Moby's name, go.
Oh, you bastard!
Come on, I know
I,
you have it phonetically spelled in front of you.
I do not. I
Well,
honestly do not.
I'm gonna try saying it once before we permanently name him Moby.
Yes.
Mathiazagan Balasubramaniam, and I think that's the closest you're ever gonna get to hearing me say it right. So I hope someone was recording.
And that is as far as I'll come to even attempting to say that name.
Yep, and I say we have quite a cast of foreign players. I mean, Renanue,
Hmm.
Hiro Matsura, Sterling Bingsing.
To the Grace from Japan.
Yeah, and then we have the Swede, Sterling.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. We have a lot of international talent on
Yeah.
Montana's team.
And there's also at least with Moby and Lee Ho, there's at least two on Vegas.
Yep, and like I said, it'll be interesting to see these matchups. I'm a little surprised Las Vegas isn't trying out maybe a little bit more of their rookies. They've benched Rooney
Yeah.
going into this game. I'm a little surprised they're not playing him, trying to figure out what they're going to do come this next offseason. A lot
Yeah,
of their
because they
players are
really
leaving.
yeah, they need to do a little bit more with the Wolf. Little just sitting back there. He kind of needs a little bit of work.
Well, I'm going to say basically outside their starting lineup. Their entire bench is going into free agency, and he's one of the few people that are still going to be here next year, and they need to be figuring out, I think, what they're going to do with him, and maybe they are looking to see what current pieces they're going to try keeping, but
Hmm.
I think you need to give the rookie a chance to kind of grow, because if
Yeah,
he's not getting play time.
yeah. There's only 3 players that are on the bench tonight that are sticking around next season.
Yeah, barring any kind of retirement, but I don't think Dorian Black's going to retire.
No, I don't see Dorian retiring anytime soon.
Well, it looks like they're about to get started, actually. They're lining up for tip-off now.
All right, here we go.
So quickly, who do you have winning this game? You said
Uh,
Pride for LVG. Do you think that's enough to carry them?
I am leaning a little towards LVG. I will not deny it.
I think Montana's depth and their talent is going to carry them. And Montana actually wins the tip-off.
Not really surprised by the tip off there.
Nue with the ball. Passing down low to Bing Zing. Bing Zing with the first shot of the night. Gets a quick shock to fall.
That was an easy one, anyways.
Right, and Nue did a little shuffle. Got his defender off him, had an easy pass lane over to Bing Zing, and he just went straight up for it. No playing around with the fake. Fook with the ball. Passing up to Zinendale. Zinendale. Blocked.
And he gets his own rebound.
Yeah, he can't get the follow-up, though, and that was Conkiel with the block there. Nue with the ball. Doing a little spin move, but double team down low, passing over to
Whoa.
Matsura.
And that's in.
He had the
How-
height, but he didn't. The ball was from low. He didn't shoot it from high. They should have
Yeah.
blocked that.
I think they got a little bit flustered by sudden feathers.
The sun hop of the bird, the flight. Fook with the ball, getting a screen from Quintessa. Trying to drill down to the post. Having to back up, though, and take a three.
Nah, he just makes those easy.
I mean, he was in the dunk contest this year, but honestly, he could have been in the three-point contest as well.
Yep.
Sterling, don't even pump fake. You're not going to take that shot. Passing over to Conkiel. Conkiel to Rinstill. She's a threat, though. You can't leave her open in the perimeter.
No, you can't.
Quick screen. Doesn't go anywhere, though. Trying to spin around. Passing it to Matsura. Matsura over to Bing Sing. No good, though, but Matsura flies in for the offensive rebound and blocked by Quintessa. Whew.
Ooh.
Say the Leopard's tall, 7'8". You can't
Yeah.
give her... You
No,
can't
you-
trust her not to swipe that out of your hand going up for that.
No. No, cats tend to swipe at anything anyways.
Especially birds.
Yeah.
Rinstill with the ball. Got by her defender, but stopped. Passing over to Matsura. Matsura over to Nue. And Nue gets the screen, wide open. Off the back iron, and Quintessa with the rebound. Speaking of Quintessa, she's had to really hold the post on her own. Moby is kind of playing out of position at 6'7" as power forward.
Yeah.
Zinendale for the long shot. No good. Quintessa with the offensive rebound. Could have gone for the dunk, but decided to lay it in.
Well, easy lay-in. I'm not gonna complain.
She's 7'8". She could have dunked it with her head. Anue with the ball. I mean, if this was Patrick, he'd be just beating his head up right now.
Yeah.
That's Sewer with the jump shot. Rims out, though. Trust me, I think Suarez just threw a remote at his laptop, too. Streaming the game live, probably.
That makes how many he's destroyed?
A
Probably
lot. Matsura with the steal, though. Quick pass up to Rinstill. Rinstill over to Nue. Nue going with the
Hello.
dunk. That's not someone you expected to come out dunking.
Nope, but hey, if he can do it, he can do it.
Maybe Quintessa needs to think about doing that next time to make a statement. I mean, they are at home.
Yep.
Fook trying to get away from his defender. No good, though.
On low on the shot clock, though.
Passing to Harnett. Harnett gets fouled. Should go to the line for 2 now.
Yep.
Surprised it wasn't Sterling getting the foul. He's actually leading the league in fouls per game right now.
Well, Polecat with attitude. Kinda makes sense. I'm probably going to be getting so much hate mail from him for that one.
Makes the first one, ties it back up at 6.
I'm actually kind of surprised how,
Quiet the stadium is.
well, not so much quiet for when it's, it's the wild cards are taking the shots.
And LVG up by 1 again. 8.5 minutes left in the quarter. 7-6. Bingsing with the ball, passing over to Rinstill. Rinstill. Double team for a second there. Passing over to Matsura. Matsura gets fouled hard by Quintessa.
Oof. Big bodies collide. Never good.
Well, the bird gotta be careful. I mean, he's giving up at least 40 pounds there. I mean, he's
Mhm.
pretty strong for a bird, but
Mass does not equal strength.
last thing Montana needs is any kind of injuries leading up to the playoffs. I mean, we just saw Eli over at Tennessee go down for potentially 2 months.
Yeah. And of course we had Renee for the Minutemen. 15.
Well, she'll at least be back for the playoffs, assuming Williamsburg makes it, but the 2 months may mean that we don't get to see any more of Eli for the rest of the season.
That's for sure.
Montana gets up, makes both them up by 1. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a free throw battle.
Hopefully not. 'Cause those are boring.
Well, as long as it doesn't turn out like the Texas one where they missed half of them, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Quick drive down low. Back up in the post. Decides to take the shot. No good. Air ball. Konkali with the ball. Passing over to Bingsing. Bingsing. Over to Nue. Tries to pull out the fancy dribble moves, but has to pick the ball up. He can't get down there. Bingsing. No, that's Matsura.
Who does nail it?
They got to put more pressure on him.
Yeah, there's no denying there needs to be more pressure. There needs to be more pressure on defense.
Well, I mean, they're using screens to get open, and
Yeah.
so there's no one who's slow on Montana. If you give them any space, they will create
They'll
a
take you
gap.
out.
Yeah, they'll take a gap. No good once again. Rinstill with the ball now.
Oof.
Passing over to Konkali.
Almost a double team. A little bit of a double team there for a moment.
Yeah, and of course they give it over to the open Matsura, who just nails it in again.
Again, it's that. Need to keep an eye on that bird.
Well, that's
How do you miss that bird for crying out loud?
quick pass down the Wilds. Beautiful play. She just had an easy layup. Brings
Right
it back
spot,
within 3
right time.
points. And first points of the night for her. Inoue, dangerous pass to Matsura. He still takes the shot. No good. There's plenty of time in the shot clock. Probably should have just gathered himself and gone for a new play after that.
Yeah, that was a little bit rushed.
Yeah, I think he felt the pressure of the defense. Oh, open shot, though. No foul call. Can't convert, though. Matsura with the rebound. Zoe should have made that.
Yeah. But I think she might have gotten a little distracted for the fact that, the player went down. She was maybe waiting to see
For
if
the
the ref made a call.
Yeah, she was expecting the whistle, but Lehigh Folk no good on the lay-in, though. See, this is where Montana gets you. They crush you down low in the post with Matsura, and then they go out to the perimeter once they start collapsing, just like now.
Yep.
Oh, that wasn't the right person to pass to. There we go.
There we go.
Krista with the easy
For a
3.
nice 3.
Like I said, that's the play they go for. And that's what makes them so dangerous. You have to have everyone playing tight on their man, or else
Mm-hmm.
it just falls apart.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I think Demi's definitely going to have to talk to his players about, sticking close to the man.
Yeah, and LVG definitely has the height there when it comes to the guards. I mean, Zoe's 6'6". Whenever we see Misha come in, she's 6'6".
Yeah.
Honestly, those two combined are very scary on the perimeter. They can get some blocks just with their height alone.
Yeah, that's very true. And then there's the scary fact that they both still have a fair amount of speed to them.
No, you're right. I mean, both very fast. I think Zoe's a little faster than Misha, but honestly, I wouldn't want to challenge either of them to a foot race.
No, no.
And
From what I remember, because there used to be lists of school achievements back at Harvard Walk, and I think Misha on a dare was dared to run the 100-meter dash, and she broke the record, but they never bothered to actually tally it.
I mean, she's a cheetah. She better be fast.
Yeah.
And LVG with the ball now, down by 6. They need to get a nice conversion here. Hopefully a 3-point. Zoe, though, what was that? Taking it to the rim herself.
Hello.
That's unexpected.
Unexpected, but definitely welcomed by the fans.
I mean, that got the crowd off their feet. I still expect Quintessa now to get talking to, because she could have had the first dunk of the game, but
Oh God, yes. Dunk without even jumping.
Bing Sing. Easy shot, though. I mean, that matchup is in his favor. I mean, like I said, Moby is not the best power forward.
No, he is definitely not.
Like I said, and if Matsura can pull Quintessa away, that post might just be open for him tonight. It's going to be an interesting matchup as the night progresses. Folk with the ball. Passing over to the open Wilds. Should have had that. Just bounces out. Quick, fast break going. No good, though. Konkali, though, decides to take a spin-around jumper. I don't know how he makes that sometimes.
I don't know either.
Good spatial awareness, I guess, is what we can say. From the
Probably.
Panther.
Yeah.
Fook with the quick 3. That's his second of the night.
I swear, he could just sit back and make those all day if he wants.
I mean, for the longest time, he's been the point guard, and when they brought Wilds over, he's finally getting to play, the shooting guard position, which is honestly what I think he excels most at.
Mm-hmm.
Konkali, no good on the drive down low. LVG with the ball, down by 5. Quick pass to Contessa. And Yobai with the foul. She made the bucket, and chance for 3 now.
Yeah.
A little, maybe some frustration, but that was not necessary.
And speaking of Misha.
Yeah, now we get to see her on the court. Subs for both teams. We get to see the other rookie, Christian Ashbury. He's been getting consistent minutes. Definitely not as many as he probably wants, but
yeah,
being on Montana, that's kind of
it's not
difficult.
easy. I think for a lot of the rookies, it's not easy this season.
No, it's not. And Contessa coming back on her own hard foul this time. That was on Margaret Walters. Maybe a little frustration from the other end, getting fouled hard.
Probably. Just a little bit of payback.
Oh, they better watch out. I don't need anyone fouling out this game. LVG
They also don't need injuries, period.
Well,
no one needs injuries any further.
No.
I mean, we thought last year was bad.
And Contessa actually gets subbed out now, and Mary Wooden comes in. Oh, we have only about 10 to 12 games left per team. Hopefully no one becomes known as the Glass Kitty in the last month. No go in the second, though.
Although, from what I understand, Crystal Davis has already been joking about being the Glass Kitty already.
Quick 3 attempt, no good. Dorian couldn't get it to fall.
Nope.
Quick screen. Quick pass to Yobaya.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, like I said,
Yobaya, bye-bye.
Even with Matsura on the bench, you still got to watch out for those tall Montana players down low. tight defense, but leaves open. Wow, great shot coming out. Another three from Shannon Hickman this time.
Yep.
That's 3 threes from Las Vegas tonight, almost half their points coming from the three-point line. Walters goes for the pump fake, wide open.
And have a little bit higher. Whoa. Almost winning.
Yeah, well, Vegas needs to start converting in the paint, though. Most of their points have been from free throws and threes tonight.
Yeah. They need to convert. They need to convert from inside the paint badly. It's they make the attempt and it just goes nowhere.
And Shannon just waited to the last second. Mary with the offensive rebound, no good. Was double teamed basically on the shot. Probably should have just
I think
settled.
that bounced off the edge of the rim.
Yeah, no, she probably should have just settled down and reestablished the play. They had a new, fresh shot clock.
Yeah.
I almost lost the ball there. Now Walters has to take a last-second shot. No good. Wooden with the rebound. Passing up to Black. Sorry, Shannon Hickman.
Hickman taking her time.
Now over to Dorian. Quick pass to Maxwell. Maxwell on the perimeter gets a good screen, but blocked. Got to watch out for Westcott Yobaya. He's whoa, little circus shot going up. No good though.
And a foul. Drew the foul though.
Yeah, no, that's the going to the line. I mean, the circus shot, if it had fallen, would have been great, but Walters was really just trying to draw contact there. It might be how Montana's trying to push Vegas, make them go to their depth, which might be the shakiest part of their lineup.
Yeah.
Because right now, outside of Quintessa, they don't have a center on their roster that dressed tonight.
Which is a sad thing, because let's face it, the only person who could step in for her is, as you said, that is a healthy Scratch.
Yep. And let's see if she's good on the second. Yes, and she brings it back to a 4-point game. 24 Montana,
Oof.
Las Vegas 20. 1.5 minutes left in the quarter. Quick pass over to Hickman. From the perimeter, back over to Maxwell. Maxwell having to take a last-second shot.
Ugh.
I can't blame her for that. She passed over to Hickman. Oh, the coach is angry. But
I've never seen a Grace girl get that animated before. Well, usually.
Well, I think the plan was for Hickman to take a shot, but ended up passing back over to Maxwell, and Maxwell just had to come up with something in the last second. Can't really expect the rookie to pull something out of her hat like that last second.
That's true.
Especially after being blocked previously, trying to do the same thing. That kind of that stays in your mind.
Especially the block that happened. I mean, that was pretty much hand over her head.
Yeah, I mean, Yobaya is not a short player at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's as close to almost having, like hand in face.
Wow.
Sort of a block. It's one of those, okay, sort of dazed moments you get.
Well, I think most players get that playing against Quintessa. I mean, she's 7'8", and like I said, they need to get her back on the court, honestly, because that's, I think, where the biggest matchup is going to be, is the post versus post.
Yeah.
They might be bringing her back in right now, actually. Yes, I see her on the court. No, wait. Incorrect. I saw the other leopard walking onto the court. The much shorter one.
Oof.
Pass over to Bang Sing. Bang Sing over to Ashbury. Some rookie-to-rookie passing going on.
Yep.
Back over to Bang Sing. Having to go to Walters, though, for the three. Good shot. Good passing, really.
Yeah, that
open.
was definitely a well set up play.
Passing on the perimeter to the open Walters for a quick three. Even though Vegas has been the sniper tonight with three themselves. Hickman passing back out to Maxwell. Maxwell can shoot the 3-2. Might have to. Goes for a quick drive. Pump fakes one
Ugh.
defender, but off the front iron. Quick pass over to Bingsing. Bingsing no good. 6 seconds left on
Yep.
the shot clock in the quarter.
2, 1, and long bomb.
No good.
That was going nowhere anyways.
Wasn't even close to the backboard.
Nope.
And with
Wasn't even
that,
close to the rim.
yeah, well, with that, Montana leads 27-20 at the end of the first quarter.
Hmm.
What do you think the Wildcards need to do?
Anything really.
Well, I mean, again, they haven't been made. They went on a long scoring drought there.
Hmm.
So I honestly, they need to get into the post. Quintessa, I think, had a couple basket attempts, but most of them were fouled on.
Yeah.
So it's not like she really had that chance to get going in the post.
And I know Maxwell's got to knock whatever's in her getting in her head out. Because she's usually good at about hitting shots like that.
A couple of them have been last second, so I don't blame her too much. It's the
Mhm.
plays have fallen apart, never developed as much as she wanted, and she's kind of being forced to take that last second shot. I mean,
Yeah.
that one shot that was blocked looked good, but
But as you said, it was blocked.
yeah, stolen
Whoa.
from Fook. Pass down to Matsura. Matsura back on the court after his hot first quarter. We'll see if Vegas made any adjustments. Konkali with the ball. Double teamed. And even with the double team, can get
Yep.
that shot in.
It looked like they were hugging a little closer to their man this time, but still not quite there.
Yeah, well, Godfrey's a good player, but Konkali is just a little faster.
I'm trying. Whoop.
Folk passing down to Quintessa, but she was no good on her shot.
Nope.
Ren still with the ball now. Pass over to Konkali. Over to Nue. Nue back to Konkali. Konkali for three. No good, but Matsura with the offensive rebound.
Down, and the bird gets it.
See, why aren't they I get he's tall, but why aren't you boxing out there?
Yeah.
I mean,
And a
Quintessa
little
can box him
ridiculous.
out. If Moby with the dunk.
Hello.
I was just about to get on him about not boxing out Matsura, but maybe some anger with the dunk. Slammed it
Yeah,
down with
just a
two
little.
paws. And maybe we have another angry squirrel on Vegas.
Yeah, we have more than one.
Matsura, though, with the post play. Quintessa just did not stand a chance.
No. It's what? There's at least a 5-point difference between the two, if I'm calculating this right.
Yes, you're right. Oh, quick, nice pass. Zinedell going up for the shot. Matsura with the foul. That's the other thing, is Zinedell has been quiet tonight. I mean, normally he is leading Vegas in their golden chip
Yeah.
stack. When they win games, it's usually because of his performance, so he needs to step up right now. They're down by 11.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Maybe a little surprising, the free agent acquisition from Santa Fe before they moved.
Yeah.
Probably their best acquisition from the free agency period. No good on the first, though.
Nope. Yeah, he's been there, but also let's not forget what's the combined age of half the lineup on Vegas?
Not
He's-
very high. He's been in the league for almost 10 years now,
Yeah.
and he is the veteran on the team.
One of the 2 multi-year veterans.
Good on the second. Montana with the ball now, driving up the court. Inoue setting up a play. Matsura down the post. Blocked by
there we go.
Quintessa. But he gets the offensive rebound. And a quick three again from Konkali.
Lemon Cat just tends to get those. He's way too good for tonight.
Like, if it isn't Krista, it's Konkali.
Yep. I think that was LVG's timeout.
Yes, they looked like they were starting to get some kind of momentum going again, but that three just kind of killed it. I think they need to draw up a play that gets them something. Maybe with how hot Fook has been from the three-point line, get him open for something real quick and see if he can get one to fall.
Yeah, let's just hope we don't see too many people getting their heads chewed off tonight.
I'm hoping that we get to see a little bit more from these teams. I don't want it to be a blowout. I mean,
Yeah,
Montana.
definitely not a blowout.
I think most people would say Montana is the better talent-wise as a whole, but I'd like to see some of these matchups. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, going back to before the game started, I did point out, Vegas has
pride.
at least 2 wins over them.
Yeah, this is pride for Vegas. I mean, this is at home. I mean, I like this
I
point
think
guard matchup.
wasn't one of the. I know 2. I think one win was definitely at home before. I think one was on the road. Or I could be wrong.
And we'll wait for the stat guys to get back to us. And
Yeah.
LVG passes the quick pass to Zinendale. He goes for a shot very early in the shot clock, and he gets it though.
It's definitely there. I think Dimmy just basically told him, get the points on the board and keep them, keep close to your man.
Inoue for 3 though. Bounces in and out. Almost rebounded by Matsura.
Yep.
And no, stat guys are saying that Montana won. Sorry, LVG won both the games at home. So
Okay, both games at home. All right, I was wrong. I had the right number of wins, wrong locations.
Quintessa down low, somehow matched up against the Silver Fox, but she gets the
What?
strip.
Quick hands.
Quick pause, yeah. Short, yes. Inoue going for a quick shot. No one was there. An easy basket. Said the transitional defense was a little lacking there. They weren't on their man at all.
No, definitely not in this case.
And that brings Montana up to 38, LVG 25.
Ugh.
Quick pass over to Fook.
There's still enough to game to play before there's a blowout.
Yeah, Matsura. 3 fouls now.
Ooh, he's got to be watching himself.
He might be subbed out right now. They can't afford to have him go out so early. Because, if they give up, yes, they have Yobaya, but even their depth there is that's their weakest point, is like they have Yobaya and that's it.
Yeah, both teams have don't have the greatest depth, but
Yeah, and they're subbing him out now, and
Yep.
speaking of Yobaya coming in.
yeah, I definitely have to agree. Vegas is the worst in this case.
Yeah, they have one center, so
Yeah, they have one center tonight. Really?
I don't know. We'll see Moby at center, maybe. Hartman,
Maybe.
good for 2.
But I'm not. But then again, I'm also not counting Quintessa out. I mean, she's.
If she stays rested, I think she could play the whole game. But
Yeah.
They like I said, you don't need injuries, especially.
Especially to their big cat.
Yeah. Renstill, they'll get on the 3. LVG going for a quick drive. Fook with the ball. Tries to pull a few spin moves into the post, but has to back
Yeah,
out.
He was getting double teamed badly.
Quintessa coming over for the screen. And he uses his speed to get down low in the post. Blocked but fouled by Yobaya. It might be interesting to see some serious foul trouble for the centers. That's his second.
Yeah.
If he gets a third one, I don't know where Montana's going to go for their center. Maybe bring Sterling in for center constantly, but
Take a break.
then you'd have a 6'9" polecat going against a 7'8" leopard.
I believe that would be called. I almost want to say that would almost be called child abuse.
God.
But I'm sorry, there's way too much height difference there.
I mean, some of these centers,
Crush.
though, in the league go against that regularly. I mean, how do you think most centers feel going against Todd
DQ.
Hugh or DQ? I mean, both of them are 8-footers. So 7'2" is pretty tall, but 8 foot, that's still 8 inches shorter.
Well, let's also not forget, with DQ, it's probably a little easier given his knees.
Yep, and Yobaya with the quick basket pulls it back to an 11-point game. Well, I mean, he may not jump as high, but I mean, still, his hand basically, his paw sits above the rim.
Yeah. And his paw is usually almost as big as most players' faces.
Zoe Wilds with a good shake and bake to get open for a quick jump shot.
Brings it back to 9.
Inoue with the ball. Pass down low to Yobaya. Yobaya. Another
Where
good
was the
basket.
defense?
Like I said, I think that was Moby on him, though. It's not the right matchup.
No, definitely not.
And then again, they had to pull Quintessa off the court, so.
In order to pull this one off.
Yep, and
Ooh,
Yobaya
ooh.
with the rebound. Empty possession for LVG.
They've had a few of those tonight.
No good, though. Moby with the rebound. 2-on-2 fast break. Fook. Looked like he was going to be blocked there for a second, but just held on
Yeah.
to the ball.
Held on and then just released easily.
And sweet little layup, basically.
The reason he's called the Grandmaster.
I mean, there's true. I mean, Zoe Wilds, though, with the foul real quick.
Yep.
I was going to say, I mean, you want to talk about height giving up. I mean, Leho Folk is only 5'9", so but he uses that speed and that cunning to get open.
And hard to believe that he actually has some decent jump,
I mean, he's a dangerous dunker.
which is a surprise in most cases.
And that's where the dunk contest, I like to see the little guys because it's so amazing to see them jump that high compared to, like, okay,
DQ, who
well,
stands up.
Jake Turner just, like, puts his head under the rim and bumps it, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, dude, you can dunk, I get it. You have to do something athletic, though. And then you see someone like Fook jump, like, 40 inches in the air.
While traveling another 20 feet across the floor.
Yeah. Nue going for a second one. Gets it back up to an 11-point game. And LVG with the timeout again. Well,
Yeah, they're burning through their timeouts.
well,
But
Montana
they
hasn't
kinda
needed
need
to
to.
use them. But even though since their last timeout, LVG has managed to stay tit for tat, they've kept it within
Yeah,
11.
they're starting to get a lockdown on it, but just getting a lockdown is not going to save them tonight.
Well, they've accomplished one of their goals, I guess you could say. I mean, Matsura is out of the game right now. So
For the moment.
for the moment, I mean, we'll see how long Montana decides to keep him benched, but I think as soon as they bring him back in, LVG's plan needs to be drive, and draw contact with him.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that develops over the night. I mean, Quintessa, we need to see if she's coming back in. This would be the great time to exploit that height matchup
Yeah.
and get some of those points in the paint because honestly, that's where they've struggled. I mean, they've gotten some nice layups and dunks in, but nothing from the mid-range or in
Yeah,
the
they
key.
need to get that area handled. They need to get that key area handled.
Oh. Quick little again, another great ball handling from Zoe. She had an open shot, but no good. It just rolls
Nope.
out. Ren still with the ball.
That was a long but quick pass.
Trying to set up a play on the perimeter. Inoue. The paint's open if he can break by his defender. Decides to pass back out to Concali with the three again. Let's see if he makes it. No good this time.
Rarity.
I mean, he has to miss a few.
I know, but still.
Yeah,
It's
he's
not
been-
often.
Well, he's been on fire from there tonight, so. Pass down low to Moby. Moby, great matchup. And uses to his advantage. I don't know how
Yeah.
Krista ended up on him.
Or on that side. Because he took the shot from the opposite side.
Yeah, well, the giant squirrel definitely used his height advantage there against the much shorter Rinstill.
Hmm.
Rinstill on the perimeter with the ball. Trying to get open. Gets down to the paint. Has to take a last-second shot and blocked. Moby passing over to Dorian. Dorian to Wilds. Looks like she's going to get a screen, but doesn't do much.
No.
Calls for another screen. This one's a little bit more effective, but
Yeah, still. Woo!
nice pass to Zinedale, and he has an easy shot down there.
Bring it within 7.
Yeah, but now Montana finally calls a timeout. There were a couple of players waiting to come in. Maybe they decide they need to stop whatever run this was going on and get
Yeah,
them in.
because Vegas was definitely starting to pick up the pace,
Well, I mean, they have.
which
Montana
is
hasn't
exactly
scored.
what they need to do right now.
As I say, Montana hasn't scored in the last couple of possessions, whereas Vegas is putting up points now. This is one of those tactical timeouts where you try and stop whatever momentum's building.
Yep.
Like I said, we'll see what Vegas decides to do. I didn't get a chance to see who they were bringing in, but I'd expect them to bring in maybe Misha and maybe some more of their depth. Like I don't think we've seen Damian Nathaniel yet tonight,
No, I don't think we've seen him either.
or Emily Blake for that matter. And that's been
They're dressed, but
yeah,
yeah.
no, they that's been LVG's strategy. Is their strength is their starting lineup, even if there might be a hole or two in there.
Most definitely.
They tend to play the most minutes of some of the teams. They maybe have a little bit more depth. And it looks like, no, it's Hickman coming
Hickman.
in, and then there's Nathaniel.
Yep. Well, at least one of the ones we mentioned.
Yeah, well, Hickman had that big three earlier, but
Yep.
missed her second attempt, so we'll see what she can do now that she's coming in as point guard. Rondi passing over to Walters. Walters down to Yubaya. Yubaya off the knee. Could have had stolen there. Somehow composes himself
Managed
and
to get
makes
it.
the shot. All of his points tonight's coming in the paint so far.
Yep.
At least he had the quick pause to realize he lost the ball there. Hickman with the ball. There's a wide open
Okay, my-
LVG
yep.
player, but they didn't pass.
No.
Black over Woolton. Woolton. No good
Oh.
though. Ball went over to I think it was Histone for the shot at the last second.
Yeah.
Walters passed down low to Bingsing. Bingsing,
It's. Ooh.
but he gets the offensive rebound.
Found and tries again, but no.
That was sloppy play from him. He could have converted one of those. The defender was not playing him that tightly.
No, he wasn't.
The ball kind of just bounced in his hand.
He also had like 2 defenders on him, and they weren't playing him tightly either.
Well, I think they were surprised the ball ended up in his hands because
Yeah.
it bounced out of one of theirs and just landed in his paws. Hickman. Was that Hickman?
Deep 3.
Yes, that was another good three.
Brings it within 6.
Another timeout for Montana, maybe? No.
No. They've got possession right now. They're going for it.
Had a beautiful little play drawn up. Had an open shot. No good, though.
Yep. They've rattled around just a little bit.
Montana's gone cold in this last couple minutes. This is LVG's chance to bring it back. Dorian
Oop.
Black, no good. Goodbye with the rebound. Pass over to Morandi. Morandi gets open, but it bounced off the side rim.
Yep.
I don't know if LVG's being lucky
Whoa.
or what. Ooh, a little push off there. Ref could have called something, but
That was a little
play.
close.
No. Ball over to Black. Over to Wooden. Wooden. Quick passing going, ends up with Wooden again. Over to Nathaniel. No good.
Too many quick passes. There was at one point where one of them could have gotten a shot off.
Yeah, they were trying to look for someone who was way too open, and none of them were like, I'm not shooting a three. No, you shoot it.
Yeah, don't bother with the 3. Go for 2 if you have to.
Yeah, take a step in or something. Yobia pass.
Because I'm not sure which player that was. There was one player that ran right underneath underneath the rim.
And Walters with the air ball. Montana kind of pulling an LVG there with a lot of quick passing last second, but
Unlike LVG, it didn't work out in their favor.
yeah, now we see Maxwell coming back in with the last minute or so, minute and a half left in the game. And Christian Ashbury, we get to see both rookies in at point guard. Pass over to Hickman.
Shooting guard, actually.
Oh, yeah, right. Hickman's point guard right now. Black over to Nathaniel. Nathaniel passing back up to Maxwell eventually. Maxwell wide open. There we go.
There we go.
Brings it within 4 with 1 minute left in the quarter. In the half. Yobia.
I think she got whatever was in her head out with that one.
I mean, she definitely was wide open. And Montana finally converts a ball for the first time in a couple minutes. So there's like a 4-minute scoring drought. Walters keeps it at 6. Yeah, well, that was her most open shot of the night, honestly.
Yeah.
So if Maxwell didn't convert that, then it'd be a very rough night. And big block from Yobia. See, the rookie, like I said, the rookies do as a whole. Misha definitely needs to
Step up a little bit more. That's
on the bench as a scorer.
Yeah.
It's been Hickman tonight with the most points coming off the bench, whereas Walters has been the biggest scorer, I think, aside from Yobia, with his 8 points in the paint. Blake, quick pass from Nathaniel. Up to Maxwell. Maxwell on the perimeter.
Contessa's back on the court.
And another last-second shot off the back iron just rolls out. That's like 3 of her shots tonight have been within the last second of the shot clock. Matsura's back in, too. Matched up against Quintessa again. And Quintessa slams him down. That's her third.
Oof.
They're not even on the court for a minute, and one of them ends up on the floor. These two have been going at it rough tonight. That's 6 fouls between the two of them. I think we need to foul one of them out right now and say you're done.
Yeah.
Just to save the other one.
These two do not like each other.
I don't know if there's something going on tonight or what. Maybe it started off with that hard foul and they've just been going tit for tat back and forth. But
I think it's exactly that. It's you missed that first one.
yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a lot of the okay, you want to do that? Okay, I'm going to pay you back.
Well, if they keep going at this, we're going to see one of them sitting on the bench soon. And not just because the coach benched him, because the ref threw them out.
Yeah. I mean, there's a possibility you see both of them.
Well,
They're not careful.
we haven't seen any flagrant fouls yet, at least.
No.
Matsura, 1 for 1. Gets it back to a 7-point game. Shannon with the ball. Could take the 3 here. Honestly, she's been really good from deep. Passing up to Zenendale, though. Does a nice little 2-step and draws the foul from Banksy.
League leader in fouls.
But it's only his first.
For the night.
Yeah, you're right there. And Zenendale has a chance to get a 3-point play, and there's only about a second left on the shot clock, so this might be the last point of the half, barring a full court heave. And it's good.
Yep.
Let's see who gets to throw it up at the end. Walters? Yep. Decides to chuck it and almost hits the...
Almost hits the guy on the side there.
Yeah. And let's go on and look at the points so far for both teams and how they've been playing. Fook has only missed 1 shot so far, 3 for 4 with 10 points. Hasn't done much else other than score tonight, but honestly, that's what he needs to be doing right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, 2 from 3-point range. I mean, maybe they need to drop some more plays where he's on the perimeter because he's been on fire there.
Yeah. And, of course, the 2 free throws.
Yeah. And Quintessa, perfect from the line, 5 for 5. 9 points total, most of her points coming from the free throw line. And most of the fouls being against Matsura. So,
yeah.
4 big rebounds and 2 huge blocks. You expect that from her, though. It's 7-8.
Yeah, she's only missed 1 shot from the field.
Well, because she was fouled on all the others.
Yeah.
Zenendale, 8 points. A little cold from the field, 3 for 8. Missed his 3-pointer. 3 rebounds, though, and an assist. And he's missed 1 from the line, 2 for 3. Shannon Hickman, coming off the bench, 3rd or 4th overall in points with 6. Also has a rebound and an assist. 2 for 2, and 2 for 4. All of them being 3-pointers, too.
Which is scary.
I mean, if she could shoot like that for the rest of the night, she could put up some serious points. Zoe Wild, 16 minutes, 6 points. 1 rebound, 3 assists, no turnovers. Not the greatest time from the floor so far, 3 for 7, but honestly, I mean, one more shot and she'd be above 50%, so
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to say. And then, I'm going to say his name one more time. Balasubramaniam has 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 for 2, perfect from the field.
Yep.
Hasn't really taken that many shots, but when he has,
They've counted.
yep. And who do you think starting-wise needs to step up if they want to close in on Montana?
I have to say Wiles has to step up.
I'm going to go
I mean,
Zinedale.
no, both of them have that.
Yeah.
Both of them need to because they're both, shooting for less than half from the field.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, Wild you can kind of forgive because she is still relatively new to this team. I mean, she's only been here maybe less than a month.
Whereas Zindendel's been here since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, and you'd expect a little bit more from him. And now we get to Misha. Not a good night for her so far, but again,
Nope.
2 points, 1 assist, 1 for 5. But I will give her a pass because 3 of those 5 were last-second shots, and then the other one was blocked. So, in my opinion, she's taken 1 good shot, and she made it. So, all she has to do is take more good shots, and I think she'll make them. Nathaniel, 1 rebound, missed both his shots.
Mm-hmm.
Blake, only 2 minutes on the floor, so didn't really have much of a chance. Histon missed his 1 shot. Black missed his 2 shots, but had an assist and a block.
Which is always a good thing.
And then Wooden, only 8 minutes, but 6 rebounds.
And 1 assist.
Yeah, well, she was playing center power forward position when Quintessa was off the floor, so she needed to get all those rebounds, honestly.
Yeah.
And moving on over to the Howlers, no surprise at the point leader.
Nope.
Asura, 13 points. He's only been shooting 50% though, but it just seems like they can't stop him.
Yeah, he just finds the way.
Well, he has 1 of everything except a turnover, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 7 rebounds, on pace for a double-double. Also on pace to foul out tonight. So we'll see which comes first. Margaret Walters, 8 points, 1 rebound, only in 9 minutes though. And she's been the one taking most of the shots when she's on the floor though. 7 attempts, 4 of them from 3, and only 1 falling.
Yeah.
Yobia,
yeah.
8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 big blocks though, and perfect.
Yeah,
on the field.
one of them was on Misha, if I remember.
Yeah, 1 was on Misha, and I think 1 again was on maybe Zoe, one of her misses. Konkali though, okay, he actually only had 1 3-pointer so far, but one was very close to a 3-pointer. He could have taken a step back and made it. Honestly, 7 points.
True.
1 rebound, 2 assists, and another block from him. 4 blocks from these players so far. Inoue, 5 assists. That's his big surprising stat right there. You could say 6 points. 2 for 5 from the field. 1 of them being a missed 3, but perfect from the line so far.
Yeah, I'd say a couple more shots, couple more assists. He's definitely got a double-double for the night.
Yep, and Bing saying 4 points, but 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 of them being an offensive rebound. Him and Misha kind of struggling from the field, only 2 for 6 for him.
Yep.
Krista, 16 minutes, only took 3 shots, 2 of them being 3-pointers, made 1 of them, but 2 assists and 2 steals. Quick pause. I think 1 of them was on Quintessa when she was about to go for a shot.
Yeah, 1 was definitely on Quintessa.
That was the only way to stop her at that point, was to steal it, so good job on her, because that would have been an easy shot. Lowenthal, 1 rebound, no shots. Ashbury, 1 assist, no shots. Rondi, only 1 shot, but missed.
Yeah, pretty much everyone else after that is zeros.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is being, again, Walters kind of leading the field when it comes to shooting attempts. Kind of makes it difficult for the team.
Makes it rather difficult.
The other bench, the rest of the bench player to get some of those points out. Now, what do you think Vegas needs to do? Because honestly, Vegas is close. It's only a 4-point game right now.
Uh, Vegas, they need to really just what they were doing in the last few minutes of that quarter. They need to do for the rest of the game. Is they need to shut down
Shut down
the
Matsura.
Howlers. Yeah, shut down the Howler offense and just keep scoring. It's the easiest way for them at this point.
Well, I mean, I think that's every
Yeah,
team.
that's
The team that puts more balls in the basket wins.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. Sandra Harris, you can shoot me anytime you want.
Matsura drawing his 4th foul, not even 15 seconds into the 3rd quarter.
Yeesh.
Nice little move down there to draw the foul. Let's see if he gets subbed out already. First one's good.
Don't get a second too.
Yep, they already fouled him. They've already subbed him out.
Yobaya.
Yeah, good job from Zinedale drawing that foul. And I'll have to
Yeah.
see how long Matsura sits on the bench.
Not gonna be a happy bird after the night.
Get on the second. It's a 2-point game. Krista with the ball. Passing over to Sterling. Sterling.
I was about to say, are you actually contemplating that?
Yeah, taking the
That's-
shot. But the pass to Nue, he ends up getting a shot open, using his speed to separate himself from the defender. But the day Sterling takes a 3 and makes is the day that,
Hell freezes over.
I'll say Patrick Suarez says something nice, but I mean, both of them are pretty much the same probability.
Yeah.
Zinedale down low in the post, spins around. No good, though. A little bit of a unnecessary shot. They still had time in the shot clock to do something.
That or the day Willie doesn't need a coffee in the morning.
Krista, nice little drive. Almost went for it. Decides to pull off. Passes out. And great shot from Yobaya.
Yeah.
Krista with the presence of mind not to go for that with the
Yeah.
giant
Last
leopard.
second decision pass.
Oh, the leopard was going to smack it back in her face if she went up with it.
Face probably even nail her to the floor.
Hold up. Another last second decision. Fook from deep. 3. That's his 3rd from the night. 13 points so far. Keeps it within 3.
Yep.
That was a beautiful last second decision not to go for it. A little surprising, but it worked.
Definitely worked a lot more in their favor.
Ooh, and Nue just
Was
left
there.
it open. Well, the problem was Quintessa was being pulled away by
Yeah.
Yobaya, and then Moby just wasn't anywhere in the area to get a hand in his face. A big block coming out from Sterling. Looked like that was on against Moby.
I think so. I couldn't exactly tell. There was a lot of bodies.
Sterling gets around Quintessa, and Nue just passes right to his chest. And easy
I'll give the polecat credit. He's probably got a little bit more speed than Quintessa does.
right there. And Quintessa now with the ball. Could back down the post, but decides to pass back up to Fook. Not a bad idea if he can take a shot real quick. Off the front iron, but Hartnett with the rebound. Pass back out to Wilds. See, if Fook was a couple steps back, he would have been from 3, and I think he would have made it. No matter what. Huge block coming out,
Whoa.
though, against him.
It's back to their ball.
I think that was
Yeah, it was
Sterling
Sterling.
again. But, I mean, against the 5'9" Red Panda, that's not that much
Yeah.
to be surprised about. Now Lowenthal coming in at center. I don't know what they're doing there. I think they're just using his height. He's more of a forward
Yeah.
guard.
I think Vegas just put in another timeout.
And here we see Montana's center depth becoming an issue again. I mean, they got
Well, both teams have center depth
Well-
problems.
is LVG playing a swing for at center right now?
True.
I mean, he's 6'9", so he's as tall as Sterling. So, I mean, height-wise, there's no difference if they played Sterling or him there.
Yeah, but you're right. It is still one of those. What are you thinking? Sort of moments.
Well, I mean, I think pretty much anyone on their bench besides Matsura is not going to match up well against Hartnett.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just trying to rest. They're
That,
gonna,
or
they're
they're
gonna give
trying
up
to
that.
that, or they're trying to uh, get Quintessa to foul again and force
Yeah.
LVG to do the same.
Yeah, bench there, only center they have maybe.
Yep.
Well, LVG's let Montana pull away a little bit. 7-point game. Montana 57, LVG 50. 9 minutes left. Passes into Zinedale. Zinedale almost stole. It is stolen,
It's
in
stolen.
fact. And Moby with a little bit of a frustration foul. Decides to try reaching in on Konkali. No good, though, and called for the contact. That's his first foul, though, tonight, so.
Mm-hmm.
Inoue with the ball in the perimeter. Shakes his defender, gets into the paint, goes for the shot, no good, blocked.
Got his own rebound though.
Konkali with the ball. Gets a screen from Sterling. And uses his speed just to get into the paint. In that matchup tonight, Konkali versus Zinedale. I mean, I'd say Zinedale's been winning it technically by points,
Yeah.
but Konkali's been more impactful with his.
Yeah, it's a combination of
Okay, I say that, and then he does that nice little layup. So, okay, I
open
see you.
mouth, insert paw.
I see you, Goat. Inoue knocks over his defender, though, and Krista just uses her speed to get an easy lane to the basket. Montana definitely addressed maybe their biggest issue with that trade for Rananui. Stolen real fast from Lowenthal. LVG was trying to get down the post, but maybe that's another reason why they brought him in. It's a quick pause.
Yep.
Krista decides not to go for it, passes to Bingsing. Bingsing bounces around and finally falls in. Montana's come out scorching hot, 14
Yeah.
points in the first 5 minutes. Zoe's trying to do something. No good, though.
Yep.
Sterling with the rebound. Krista, though, uses just the Quicksilver Fox. She just ran around everyone and had an open lane. I mean, talk about Quintessa's speed, that kind of shows there.
Yeah.
The footwork was not there to get her in between her and the Fox.
Nope. Not at all. There was nothing there.
Fluke from 3. Keeps making it rain. 4 for 4. Considering
Why he makes the money.
he's only made 1 field goal from anywhere other than beyond the 3-point line. So he's 1 from 4 from the rest of the field. Inoue decides to take the shot himself. No good. Moby with the rebound. Wild with the ball, passing over to Moby. Moby gets it down the Hartnett. Hartnett exploits that matchup against Konkali. That's actually the funny thing is Konkali is the tallest fur on the court right now for Montana, and he's the small forward.
Which is saying something here.
Yeah, I mean, he's 6'11", so he is not a short panther.
No.
Not surprising he's not the one playing power forward, maybe.
Or possibly center.
Yeah. Well,
He's still not big enough to handle Quintessa.
no, I mean, Montana, like I said, even Hero is not that tall, 7'3", so it's he has
Yeah,
to
but
use
he stands at least a little bit more chance.
well, he has the one flap, so
Yeah.
he can at least get to that height that he needs to or sorry, 7 foot period, but his jump is much better than Quintessa's,
Yeah.
so he can get up higher. And plus, he, like you said, he has the wings to kind of block.
Yeah. Or distract.
Yeah. It looks like Black's being subbed in for Zinedale. That's a little
Yep.
surprising. Figured LVG would be trying to keep one of their stars in right now, unless they're trying to save him, but down by 8, I don't think you can do that.
No.
Nue looks like he's getting the team.
Well,
to
tonight's star has really been more Lee Ho, but
yeah. Bingzing blocked by Quintessa. That's that high we're talking about. Black draws contact from Lowenthal and gets
and
the basket.
still scores it.
Yeah, he gets the bucket and the chance for an extra point. That's kind of the first noise he's made tonight. And Lowenthal, yeah, they're subbing him out, bringing back Matsura again.
Which is a risk.
Well, I mean, 4 fouls, but
Yep.
they can't let Vegas find the post game that I know they can play.
They're trying to get a hold of.
Yeah, well, pass back out to Nue. Doesn't do much with the screen, but uses this quick speed, passes Matsura. See, that was impressive. He used his speed to get open, and as the defense collapsed into the paint, he passed back out to the wide open Bird.
Yeah.
Moby with the ball on the perimeter. Passing over to Folk. Folk, double screen. Drives in. And just teardrops it in over the Bird as he jumped to try and block it.
So he's now, what, 2, 4, 5?
From the field, other
From
than
the field.
three-point.
Other than 3-point range.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, he's been the main scorer. He's got 8 of their 17 points in this half. Matsura turns around, no good. Dorian Black brings the ball up the court. Over to Hartnett. Back to Black. Gets a little screen wide open.
Whoa!
So open on that double screen right there. The defenders just did not switch their
No,
marks
they
at
didn't.
all.
That was definitely a good heads-up play by Vegas.
Over to Nue, Matsura. Cortez has to play him tightly. And he misses. Nice defense from the Leopard.
Yep. And she didn't foul, so that's another good one.
Folk from 3. Again, ties it up at 67 all.
Oh.
The Red Panda knows no... I don't know. He knows no mistake from 3 right now. Bingsing with the ball. Had the height mismatch against Folk. And makes it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only word I can use for Liho and 3 points is zen.
Well, let's see if he can keep it up for the rest of the night. His team needs it at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been him mostly bringing it back. Quick shot. Last second, though. No good coming from Zoe Wilds. Stolen by Black, though. Rinsto was trying to pass back to Inoue.
And he's just in the right spot.
Yeah, Black coming off the bench, getting points and steals. Moby, huge block coming out from Sterling again.
But it's still wild card's ball.
No, you're right there, but only 9 seconds left in the shot clock, and some subs coming in. Hickman and Maxwell coming in for Vegas. Walters and Morandi coming in for Montana. Montana 69, Vegas 67. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Dangerous pass picked up by Inoue. They were not thinking on that inbound, really.
No, they were not. And that's one of those things that coaches try to drill players into.
Walters using the spin move to get into the post. No good. Bingsing with another offensive rebound, and Harnett fouls him. 4 fouls for Harnett now. Sterling has not missed more than 1 shot coming into this half now. 4 for 5. He has found his pace.
He's definitely found his pace, and this is definitely getting to very risky territories.
Yeah, now we have Matsura with 4 fouls and Hartnett with 4 fouls, and they're not going to sub Hartnett out.
No.
I mean, they can't afford to. And Matsura with the offensive rebound.
And it went in.
Hartnett, where was your box out? You're not supposed to give up those.
Those are easy points, and you're right. They're also easy points to block.
It's an easy rebound. I mean, you have the positional advantage. And Blake, beautiful little play, passing to Hartnett, and then driving to the basket, give and go. Hartnett makes up a little bit of that mistake, but still a 4-point game for Montana.
Yep.
Matsura backing down. Good defense this time.
There we go.
No good from the Bird. Back up to Blake.
At least this time, Quintessa was able to make the rebound.
Yeah. Blake over to Maxwell. Maxwell gets a good screen. No. They dodge it perfectly. Passing over to Hickman. Hickman can't get her three to drop in.
And she was the other who was nailing
Well,
threes.
she's only shot threes tonight. She's 2 for 5. Rondi on the perimeter. Tries to get a screen going. No good, though. Sterling's open for 3. Please don't take it. Decides not to. I don't want to.
Or
see the
please
world
take it,
end.
because I just... yeah.
I mean, if hell freezes over, we're in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Maxwell bringing the ball up now. Passing over to Rick
For
Hickman.
those who are questioning, no, we're not talking about the one in Michigan.
Almost stolen there. Vegas maintains possession, though. Passing on the Hartnett. Hartnett!
Big jam.
The basket is still shaking after that dunk. But what's this? Bangzing returns it.
Oh.
Huge pass from Anue. Almost full court pass.
Just about a full court pass.
Sterling, as soon as that dunk went down, went running full court. He knew what he wanted.
Full court, full bore. I think the ball just got stripped there.
Yeah, no. Blake with the good steal. I think Vegas was a little thrown off by that. Sterling with the ball, driving down on Quintessa. Quintessa needs to foul, I guess. That's 5. Sterling did his job, got the 5th foul called on Quintessa.
Which
Now she's going to be subbed out.
she has to be subbed out at this point.
So what is Vegas going to do? Who are they going to bring in?
Hey, gentlemen.
Is Moby going to switch over to center? That's a scary thought. 6'7"
Scary.
center. Even
Yeah.
Sterling beats him in height then. Good on the first. There we go. Yep, Moby's now the center. And Zinedell has moved to power forward. Vegas now
This is
has the
gonna
biggest.
hurt.
Well, Vegas's post is every player on Montana's team now has a height advantage, basically,
Pretty much.
and that is not something you want to see, especially with how strong Montana's been in the post this game.
Oh, yeah.
Moby with the ball on the perimeter. Passing over to Zinedell. Zinedell matched up against Sterling right now. Over to Blake. Back to Hickman. Maxwell with a shot. Still can't get it to fall. That's her 4th shot last second. 3 seconds left on the clock. No good on the last second shot from Brandon. The Badger cannot get it to fall. Now it's a 6-point game. Montana 77.
Oof.
Las Vegas wildcard 71. 6 points separating the two. I don't know what Vegas is going to do now.
I have no idea. It is pretty much...
Well, Vegas was keeping it close with Quintessa in, but she was
Now,
literally
yeah.
she was the defensive anchor for Vegas.
With her out, it's going to be hell.
Number 32.
I think, Ryan, I think your mic just went out.
I was saying you can't leave Concali that open from the 3-point line.
Apparently your mic went out on us.
Do you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay,
One of
yeah.
our mics.
I
We're
was
having technical glitches.
Well, no, I was thrashing around a little bit with how open they left him. And Krista going in with the layup, no good, fouled. I'm sorry, I can't help but thrash a little bit when I see Vegas leave open Concali from 3.
Yeah.
He had a chance to go into the 3-point stance, do a pump fake pass and then take a shot still, and no one was around him. So,
All right, now,
Yeah.
gentlemen, 2 shots.
and we were talking about the post defense. Maybe they're thinking too much about that weakness and they're leaving the perimeter open now. Said Vegas needs to. Honestly, at this point, all they can do is play close to their man and hope that they put some pressure on them.
That's about all they can do.
Montana extends to a 10-point game, and Misha gets subbed out for Wilds. I think Vegas is going to stick with their starters from now on, given this gap.
Yeah.
We'll see how long it takes for them to decide to put Quintessa back in. If they put her in, I guess I should say. And Moby gets the offensive rebound, thankfully. Zoe Wilds driving down to the paint. Tries to do a fancy lay-in.
Don't go for fancy, go for effective.
Well, Matsur was right there, and
Yeah.
no good on that, though. Inoue with the ball. Tries to pass to Matsura, but it's deflected off of the chest of, I think that was Zinendale.
Yeah, I think that was Zinfandel.
Just chest bumps it out of bounds. I mean, he was going to block the ball like he was going up for a shot, but,
I don't think he was expecting the ball to be that low.
well, in his chest. I hope he didn't get the air knocked out of him.
Doesn't look like it has.
Inoue passing over to Matsura. Matsura from a makes the 16-footer. That's a long shot for him. He has 4 fouls himself. But look at this. Wild's wide
What?
open. That time, poor defense coming out from
From the Howlers.
well, I think that was Ricardo being a little lazy on his defense. It's first time coming on the court so far, and Matsura driving down low against Zinendale, I think. This is not the best matchup, and he exploits it.
Yeah.
And you can see Zinendale's angry.
Yeah. Go ahead, butted the ball.
Moby's not happy either. I mean, both of them are having to work extra hard, and they're not really getting the results they need. Montana up by 12 with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Quick pass over to Fook. Fook double teamed over to Moby, and good. And Hero with the 5th.
Oh.
That's 2 players now with 5 fouls between them. I'm surprised they could fit that graphic on the screen with how many letters is in his name. And there we go. Harnet's back in. We have 2 players with 5 fouls now.
5 fouls
on the floor.
each.
Good for both of them. Brings it back to a 9-point game, single digits again. Vegas has been great from the line. 95% tonight, basically.
Yeah, but they're still not that great from the
rest
paint.
of the field. Ricardo passing over to Kankali. Can't get it to fall, though, and Wild gets the rebound. Passing over to Zinendale. Zinendale down to Hartnett. Hartnett matched up against Hero. It's looking a little tentative. I don't know if he's going to go for it. Dangerous defense. It looked like he could have drawn contact there.
Just close.
Rodriguez back down the post. Pass back up to Renue. Renue trying to do like a moving three-pointer. No good, though.
Yeah,
Could have set his feet there.
should have set his feet.
The defense was not that close. They need to do that kind of shot. That fading sideways 3.
Yeah, no, he should have set his feet for that one.
Wilds.
Oh.
A little teardrop. Bounces around, but it falls in. 7-point game again. So Nue has a double-double with 10 points, 10 assists, and Zoe's only 2 assists behind him there.
Yeah.
Now 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter. 7-point game. I think it was Montana that called the timeout.
Yeah, I think Vegas had 3 since
Yeah,
What?
well, it was Montana's possession.
after
so
the first half.
Montana needed to maybe
Recoup.
break this swinging momentum that's happened now that Zoe Wilds got back on the court. That's 2 baskets from her real fast. So it'd be interesting to see what.
Question is which center's fouling out
I was
first?
gonna say how are these centers gonna play defense? And Because don't forget, they can get offensive penalties called against them too. So
Yeah.
it's not like Hero or Quintessa can just be super aggressive in the post because they could get called for charging, and then they'd be sent off
Yeah.
the court. I mean, hopefully we don't see any kind of flops come out of the two of them, but I can see someone do a little acting to draw the foul.
Yeah. Benzing's back in.
And see the both teams' starting lineups in now. 8 minutes left. We'll see if stamina and fatigue play a role in this game. Ren still with the ball on the perimeter. Passing over to Inoue. Inoue between the legs. Back to Matsura. Up to the open Ren still in the perimeter. Off the front
Oh.
iron. Gets the shooter's roll. Bounced
10-point
around a
lead.
few times. Zoe with the ball. So not Zoe Zinedale.
Yep.
Quintessa and Hero kind of jostling in the paint a little bit. But Zinedale just decides to take the shot himself. The GOAT.
Gets it, and
I say the GOAT.
thankfully didn't burn too much of the shot clock.
No, he didn't. Hero down low, and Quintessa.
Oh.
6 fouls. And just like that, that might have been
I hate to say
LVG's
it, this
game.
I think it's it.
Because we see Moby
They're
moving
done.
back to center and Zinedale coming in at power forward.
And I think it's Histon.
Yeah, Histon coming in at the small
Small
forward.
forward.
I mean, I don't.
Ow.
It might be the point where they're like, okay, we're just going to try random things at this point because they don't have their defensive linchpin just collapsed. Hero makes the first one.
Yep.
Chance to bring it back to a double-digit lead. You know, honestly, I think from now on, as long as Montana's smart with the ball and doesn't turn it over, they pretty much have it locked down.
Yeah, they pretty much almost. They just about do, but as you said, it's.
I mean, Folk has been hot from 3, and I mean, even if Montana keeps scoring from the post, as long as he keeps making the threes, they'll make
Yeah.
ground. Speaking from Folk, long 2, almost a three-pointer if he had taken a step back.
or two back. Yeah.
But he keeps it with, he brings it back down to a single-digit lead. And Inoue, nice behind the back.
Number 86.
Does some fancy dribbling to get open and drives to the paint.
Yeah, I hate to say now that Quintessa's gone, it's
It's pretty much over. Zoe,
pretty
though.
much over. Whoa.
Zoe, though, with a nice little spin.
I mean, I'm glad they're not giving up, but
Well, that's a drive down low. I mean, you got to remember, Matsura also has 5 fouls.
yeah.
So that would be
Very
one
true.
way. Inoue,
One way to
another
even
good.
it up.
Inoue with the screen. Gets open, but Zinedale fouls him. And you're right. If Matsura fouled out, I don't know if I'd call it even. I mean, I think Hartnett was much more valuable to the roster of
Yeah.
Vegas than Matsura is right now, but
All right now, gentlemen,
it would at least be a
two
chink in the
shots.
armor.
Loose shot.
A decent sized chink.
I mean, Yobia coming in would not be a terrible downgrade, but offensively, defensively, I think they'd be fine. And Sterling's been very hot this half. He hasn't done too much this quarter, but
No, he's been on.
yeah, he's 4 for 5 from the field. And that huge dunk that was part of that momentum shift.
Mm,
The answer to Quintessa's dunk, and
his
now
dunk. Yeah.
we have one of the dunkers off the floor. So, and once again back to a 10-point game. Montana up 94, Vegas 84. Zoe with the ball, gets a double screen, and open. Goes for the dunk, but
Dunk,
misses.
but yeah.
Moby gets the offensive rebound. Zinedale comes flying in. Hero fouls out.
Two shots, gentlemen.
I mean, Zoe should have made that dunk, but
I think
I
the
think it
ball
worked out
just
better.
clipped the rim.
well, yeah, no. I mean, I think it worked out in the end better for them because now Hero's out for the game.
Yep.
That's 2 players fouling out in this game.
Both from the same position.
Yeah. Now we'll see if Zoe can stop Inoue. He's been the one mainly scoring for Montana outside Hiroyuki. Zinedale made the first. Good on the second, too.
Yep.
I'll say Vegas's free throws have been what's kept them in the game besides the three-point shooting from Fook.
Yeah, and that, but that's not exactly something you want to write home about.
No. Sterling can't get to go against Moby despite the positional advantage.
And the size difference a little bit.
Yeah, well, and the fact that, like I said, he plays power forward center for his career. Moby does not normally play center.
No.
And power forward's a bit of a stretch for him, too. Shot doesn't go, though, for Zinedale. Inoue with the ball. Quick pass to Lowenthal. Drives in towards the paint. Takes a shot, and Zoe fouls. Now we can see Lowenthal go up to the line.
Mm-hmm.
I will say Vegas is at least keeping it within 10, but it needs to be a
it's
little
pretty
closer.
Much it's pretty much trying to stop the bleeding. Is what they're trying to do.
Well, they need to get it closer. I mean, if they can get it within like a 5-point game or even a 6-point game, I'll say they stand a chance. I mean, there's 6 minutes left.
Yeah.
Montana
Which means
can,
there is a chance.
yeah, Montana can go cold really fast. And it looks like Emily Blake's coming in at center now. Might be the better move
Mm.
for the matchup sake, at least. Given Emily is 6'9". At least she's the same height as Sterling. And once again, we find ourselves at a 10-point game, 96-86. Zoe with the ball. Drives down low, takes a shot. Somehow gets it over
Nails
the
it.
backboard. Say, if she shot straight, it would have hit the backboard. She had to be a little fancy and go
She
high arc.
just arced it up.
Yeah. Pass over to Inoue. Looks like they're drawing a screen up for Krista to get open. Sterling comes over with another screen. Krista with the ball, drives into the paint. Gets blocked, though. Gets the rebound.
Number 12.
And still makes it. I don't know how.
Somehow had the presence of mind to grab the ball, contort her body in a weird way, and get the shot off. Zinedale for three. Decides to take a trip around the rim before falling out. Concali down low in the post. Trying to abuse this mismatch. Inoue now. Does a little spin move, gets open, passes over to Krista. Krista for deep.
Wide open.
Not for two, though. Or, sorry, not for three. It was for two.
Yep.
Paul was on the line. Quick pass out to Wild. Wild double teamed right now. Pass down to Blake, and Blake gets fouled by Banksing. He's at three. He only needs three more for fouling out, too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if we can get three fouled out today. I mean, that wouldn't be something to write home about either.
No. And especially for Benzing, because it's like, what, another to his...
I mean, I
Tally.
think he's averaging 3.5 a game or something like that,
Yeah.
which means on average he's like half the time he's higher than three. No go on the first, though. I think that's the first miss from the free throw line tonight for Vegas. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
about
first and a
his
half. Blake for the second attempt. And splits the free throws.
Yep. So,
Guys, Montana, as long as they keep scoring. And Inoue driving down low. Block, though. Wild steps out of bounds off. No, sorry, not Wild. That was,
think it was
no, that was
Zinedale?
Wild. Wild had the
I
ball.
couldn't tell.
Wild got the rebound off the block, but Paul just slipped on the line and called out. So it was a great presence of mind. Banksing,
Number 57.
beautifully drawn play. He came flying in under the post. His defender was behind him, so all they had to do was a
And
quick
I think
inbound.
he's got a double-double on the night now.
Yeah, 18 points, at least 10 rebounds. So that was a beautifully well-drawn play to get him open down low in the post. Zinedale does a little hook, no good. Robio with the rebound. Zinedale has not shot great from the field tonight. Below
He
40%.
did better in the first half.
You know, below 40% either way. Cristo with the ball on the perimeter, gets a screen. She better be careful. She was blocked last time. Quick pass over to Konkali. Can't get the three, but
Nope.
Sterling, though, had the offensive rebound.
And got the foul.
Well, again,
Like-
boxing out from
Yeah.
Vegas. Because Sterling and I believe it was Yobaya both were between the basket and the defender. So either of them could have got the offensive rebound there.
Yeah.
He misses the first one, though. All right, 14 points in this half, but from free throw line, shooting only 50% so far. And good for the second.
Yeah, he splits them.
And it's 103 Montana, 89 Vegas.
Ow.
Yeah, well, oh,
That.
Sterling almost stole it, but Wilds has the presence of mind to get the rebound off of it. Zenedale can't get the ball to fall, and Cristo with the rebound.
I think that ball bounced off of at least 3 different players.
Yeah, and Krista, dangerous bounce pass picked off. Zenedale going in, gets the bucket. Yeah, and Las Vegas was very close for a while. I mean, we had a 3-point game, tied
Yeah.
game in the third, and like I said, once Quintessa went down, I think
It was just over.
they haven't really been able to make up any ground since then. And it looks like Montana's just going to run down the clock right now. 4
Yeah.
seconds left on the shot clock. Anue just going to take a three. No good. Bounce off the front iron. Zoe trying to start something. Quick spin move. Takes the shot. No good, though.
Nope.
3-on-1 fast break. Blocked. Howler's retained possession, though.
Yep.
I think it was Wilds came in, blocked Anue.
Yeah, I think Wild's definitely got a paw on it.
And now we see Nathaniel coming in. They seem to be shuffling out their player they're playing center quite a bit.
Well, they've got no other centers.
Yeah, well. I mean, luckily Montana doesn't have Matsura, or else this might be even worse. Quick pass over to Yobia. Yobia, no good. Oh, Krista almost got the offensive rebound there. That would have been impressive from the small Silver Fox.
Almost only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes.
Fook with the ball. Double teamed.
God.
I mean, they had to double team him, honestly. Sterling gets his
Fourth.
third personal,
Third.
fourth team. He still has 3 to give. It's okay.
Yeah.
See, and Montana's taking no chances. They are double teaming Folk as soon as he has the ball. Because all it takes is
He's been too dangerous.
oh
to
yeah,
be on
it
that
only
arc.
takes a couple quick threes to tie it up.
And as I said, he's been dangerous behind the arc.
He's perfect from beyond the arc so far. I'm pretty sure still. And Vegas has a chance to bring it back to a 10-point game if Nathaniel can make the second free throw. Which he doesn't.
Nope.
Yobaya with the rebound. Anue, quick pass over to Krista. Krista passing back up to the top of the key with Konkali. Passing over to Anue. Anue, nice spin move. Open, fouled from Wild. It may have been a little overacting getting bumped
Yeah,
from
just
behind.
a bit.
I mean, he got bumped from behind and fell backwards. Not, physics don't work like that.
No.
I mean, yes, there was contact on the play, so he just wanted to make sure the refs saw it. Okay, that makes the first. good on the second. Brings it to a 13-point game with only 1.5 minutes left. Ooh, pass between Inue's legs. Gets the ball on the other side. Almost stolen from Wilds. Passes to Zinedale for 3. No good. Should have been Fook taking the shot if it was going to be for 3.
Yeah, if you're going for 3, give it to Fook. But then again, the Howlers know this.
Sterling, quick little pass to Inouye. Double team down low in the post. Fouled by Moby. Vegas just seems to be fouling a lot. That's their 7th team this half.
Oof. It's just becoming foul ugly.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of surprised both teams aren't subbing in for garbage time at this point.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, if I'm Demi Kabat at this point, I'd be just, experimenting with whatever. Because
I mean, you got 1 minute left. That's like 2 plays. Honestly, really, you should be trying to protect your players. I mean, you see how aggressive they're being right now.
yeah,
Someone might get hurt at the rate we're going, so go ahead and put the guys in that
don't get as much time.
well, don't get as much time, and if they went out for a couple days, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But
Yeah, but at this point, that's not happening.
yeah, it's a 15-point game now, and we see both benches clearing. Actually, it looks like going up to the table. So next dead ball, we'll see a complete shift.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little drive down low from Zoe Wild, but a little too late.
Yeah.
Does have a double-double, in fact, 16 points, 10 assists. And Montana's just going to be winding down the clock. Try and get to 30 seconds. Passing over to Konkale. No good. Zinedale with the rebound. We might not see any garbage time, in fact.
No.
Wilds trying to drive down low over to Fook. Fook. Back out to Wilds. Long two, no good. Sterling with the rebound. And at this point, I think they're just going to hold the ball.
Hold the ball. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. And a quick little pause for a second, it looks like. One second left. Yep, that ends at 107.
Yep.
Oh, let's get to see 107.94.
Or
See who the player of the game is. Matsura going out so early kind of leaves it open. He had 23 points. He could have been the player of the game had he stayed in. And it looks like the rookie's going to earn the honor tonight.
Sterling's going to win it.
Well, I mean, 19 points, 15 rebounds. As soon as I think Matsura went down,
Yeah,
8 minutes is kind of like, okay, well.
Get it to Sterling. Get it to Sterling.
Well, I mean, yeah, like you said, down the post, that's where they were fighting. I look at Vegas real quick. I mean, the star of the night for them, Fook, 23 points.
Missed one.
He missed 1 3, and he had 1 turnover, but he was 8 for 12 from the field goal, right, for field goals.
Yeah.
And 5 of his 8 makes were 3-pointers. So they should have given him the ball more, maybe. Zinedale.
But they did start, double teaming him.
They did. I mean, even then, he still was making some baskets. Zinedale, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Didn't really heat up at all. 6 for 17. Nope. And his most is
3 turnovers.
I was going to say a third of his points came from the free throw line. 6 for 7 there. Zoe Wilds didn't fare much better. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. Good on her part there, and 2 blocks. But 8 for 19 from the field goal. So below 50% shooting coming out from her as well.
Yeah.
Quintessa fouled out, I guess is the most important thing to look at.
Yeah.
13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. 4 blocks, though, was making a huge difference in the post. 4 for 6 as well, and perfect from the free throw. Moby, fortunately, 7 points, 12 rebounds, actually led the team in rebounds. 3 for 4 shooting. didn't
Oh.
take the shots he probably needed to, but then again, his matchups were pretty bad.
Yeah, they were.
And then Shannon Hickman, only 2 baskets, but both of them are threes. 1 rebound, 1 assist. But the fact that she is this high up in the scoring lineup means that no one else really scored.
No.
Because Dorian Black came in only with 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, a block, a turnover though.
Yeah.
2 for 4. Blake only took 1 shot, but converted at least.
Yeah.
Got a steal and a block out of it though. Misha kind of
Only had one good shot.
Yeah, no,
all
really.
night.
1 good shot. 4 others were with 1 or second less on the shot clock, and then the other one was blocked, which happens, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Some good assists, though. That pass to Quintessa for that huge dunk was from her paws, so nice job getting it to the open leopard down low in the post. Nathaniel, only 1 point off of a free throw, a rebound. And the other 2 players, Histon, no shot, only took 1 shot, missed. Wooden, 6 rebounds, did good from the floor, but didn't take any shots really.
Yeah, as bad as it may sound, I mean, Vegas is pretty much. I think this is they're done for the season now.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. And we go over to Montana.
So if I'm Dimmy, it's experiment with your lineup.
Yep. And now we go over to Montana. Matsura only played 23 minutes and had 23 points and 10 rebounds, so he had a double-double
Despite fouling
despite fouling out and getting less minutes than anyone else. He led the team in scoring. But and we see Sterling, player of the game, 19 points, 15 rebounds, picked up the rebounding slack once Matsura went out. 3 huge blocks and caught fire in that second half, 8 for 14. Remember, he was 2 for 6 at one point.
He was, and Ren, what is that? 18 points, 11 assists. So that's 2 double doubles.
3 double-doubles.
3 double doubles on for the Howlers.
Yeah, and he made 8 free throws himself, perfect from the line. Krista, 15 points, 2 for 3 from three-point land, and hit 6 field goals total. Konkale, surprisingly one of the lower scores, 5 for 11, 5 points.
Despite how many
Impactful
big
they
buckets he
were.
got, he got.
Yeah, they were impactful was the thing, just didn't go to the line at all. And Yobaya, a couple points himself, 8. Moving on to the bench, Walters, 8 points, and after that, I mean, 2 for 9 shooting was not pretty, but after that, no one else on the team really took a shot.
No.
But they didn't need to.
Lowenthal, 2 points at most, and
Both of them were from
both
the
from free throw line.
Ashbury with 1 assist. He didn't play very much, only 5 minutes. Rodriguez, same, didn't take a shot. Grandon took 1 shot, but it was a 3, kind of last second, no good.
And
Got a
he did
steal,
get an
though.
assist. Yeah, an assist and a steal.
So with that, we see 3. We kind of see what happened there.
It fell apart.
Yeah,
End of sentence.
yeah. And moving on, like by quarter breakdown, you see Montana definitely had the better shooting coming out early on, 50%. Whereas, and they had more assists coming out of that quarter too, 9 assists. In the second quarter, Vegas found their stride a bit, outshot them. And Montana just struggled from the three-point line was the problem. They were only 1 for 7. And this is also kind of where it started to fall apart, though, because this is when the fouls were building up on the teams.
On both teams badly.
Yeah, and the third quarter was much the same, very close. Montana just barely managed to pull away, mostly because of their 8 points off turnovers, whereas
Yeah.
Vegas couldn't create a turnover to save their life. And after that, that was the quarter, though, that Folk was hot from 3 of 4.
Mm-hmm.
And in the fourth quarter, like I said, that's when the wheels fell off for Vegas.
Yeah.
Losing Quintessa like that was not good at all.
Not good at all. It just crashed and burned.
Yeah, no, that was whatever chance they had kind of just evaporated in the desert.
Yeah.
So
and that's how it is now.
yeah, and with that, Vegas is technically still not out of the playoff hunt, but if
They're pretty much almost.
they need the 2 teams right now that are fighting for the A seed to basically suffer a nuclear level meltdown, and they need to win every game left because it's Alaska, or Winnipeg, basically, that's going to be making the 8th seed, unless Texas themselves comes up with a great turnaround. They're 5.5 games back of the 8th spot as well.
But yeah, it's just they need a meltdown of nuclear proportions.
Yeah, basically. And with that, Montana moves 1 game closer to clinching their playoff. They only need 4 more games. 4 more wins, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll guarantee their playoff spot. So, what do you think Montana needs to do going forward to keep this up?
To keep this going, pretty much the only thing I can see is just
Don't foul.
don't foul. It is that. It's simply that. It's don't foul as much.
Well,
I mean, you got lucky that even with Hero going down to fouls, you still had, guys that could pick up the slack. But don't always be reliant on that.
well, and they happen to be playing a team that was their biggest weakness, maybe, is that depth at that position. So if this was Tennessee, maybe they were playing in the playoffs, and because Tennessee has great depth at the power forward center position, even after Eli went down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't get into a fouling contest with those guys,
No.
for example.
No, you cannot.
I definitely think Montana's biggest thing they need to do is, I think Inoue is going to be the biggest key to their success in the playoffs.
Yeah, that was definitely one of their beneficial trades.
That fixed their biggest hole, in my opinion. And if he can keep being a ball general, despite being new to the team, because he has scores everywhere. I mean, he can just give it to Matsura, Krista, Konkale. I mean, any of them will score for him. It's just he has to be smart.
Yeah.
As for Vegas, I mean, excluding saying, okay, they're not going to be in the playoffs, what do you think they should be doing or looking forward to at this point?
Well, one, they definitely need to, bring on, try to train up that, their one rookie Bigford that they've got right now. Because he's the only, potential that they have staying, after the season for a spot, backing Quintessa.
Well, that's if Quintessa even returns.
Turns, too.
Her contract is expiring.
Yeah, and that's that's a big problem. If your one replacement center is a rookie who barely gets any time, you're in for a world of hurt.
Well, they're going to have to rely on the free agency next offseason. That's kind of what I'm looking at already, is they need to maybe start thinking about, okay, what pieces do we have? What pieces are going into free agency, and who are we going to target to get back to the team, and who are we going to target out there in free agency?
Yeah, well, I definitely see them. Definitely, they're going to aim to get Quintessa back, because
I'd be shocked if they didn't.
yeah, that's kind of the statement of the year.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of big players going into this free agency from this last rookie class. I mean, Matsura is one of them. I think he'd have to have a stroke to decide to leave Montana, but we've had strange things happen in the past. So
This is true.
I mean, we have guys like that, Jake Turner, and like I said, a lot of other big furs coming out into the free agency period. So they may have their eyes on someone else, but I'd be shocked if they did not at least try and re-sign Quintessa.
Yeah. They'd be foolish not to at least attempt.
And they also should start maybe looking towards that draft, because one of the luxuries, I guess you can call it, of missing the playoffs is that lottery pick. So maybe start. I know they've been scouting all year, but maybe again using this time to look at the players that where their holes are. Cough, cough. Power forward, maybe.
Cough, cough. Both forwards.
Well, I mean, Zinendel's pretty strong.
Yeah.
I mean, the GOAT, is he been in the league for 10 years? Yes. But he still has enough in him. I think he can stay relevant.
But it would be good to have at least someone
Ready to take his
near
place.
near his level of skill, like especially if it's a rookie that's near his level.
Well, if there's a rookie near his
be-
level, then they'll just be the rookie of the year at that
You
point.
can't guaranteed. But no, but I mean like near enough that it's you can definitely, there's definite, room for improvement, but it's someone who can easily pick up the slack if they have to, sit Godfrey, or even if Godfrey goes down with an injury.
Right. Yep. And with that, that closes up this sports den, and our last sports den scheduled will be coming up in a few weeks in May, and it's going to be the much crazier division. Uh, Bangor taking on Albany. It is that playoff hunt in that conference is who knows where it will be in a week.
I'm
Let alone
sorry,
a month.
Eastern Conference equals holy crud.
Well, considering the third to the ninth seed right now is only separated by 4 games, yeah. And there's still 12 games left to play. Any of those teams can be anywhere at this point.
Yeah.
So we will see you all for that interesting matchup, because that might be the playoff deciding game actually for one of those teams, let alone the divisional championship. Because Albany right now leads the division 31-21, but Bangor is right behind them at 29-23.
Oof, so scary.
Yep. Thanks for joining me again, Ronan.
Not a problem.
I've been Ryan Eastman, and we'll see you next time.